What's up, nerdlings? Sean from the Nerd Lair here. Thanks for tuning into this video where we're going to be playing and reviewing the game Little Nemo the Dream Master on the NES. But first, a little bit of history. The movie Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland came out in 1992 in North America. It was about a boy named Nemo and his pet flying squirrel Icarus who have to stop the Nightmare King from taking over Slumberland. In the beginning, Little Nemo in Slumberland ran in the New York Herald as a comic strip from October 15, 1905 until July 23, 1911. In the summer of 1989 in Japan, one of the animators of Little Nemo left mid-production to go direct another movie called Kiki's Delivery Service from a studio that Little Nemo was in strong competition with at the time. We know this studio today as Studio Ghibli. That man was none other than Hayao Miyazaki. But I guess it was a good idea for him to leave the production of Little Nemo because in the box office, Little Nemo bombed, only grossing about $10 million with a $35 million budget. It wouldn't be a Nerd Lair video if I didn't give you a little bit of history as to what I'm talking about, so let's just pop this sucker in and see how well it holds up. The object of the game is pretty simple. You have to collect a bunch of different keys that are scattered throughout each level. Collect enough keys and you can unlock the door at the end of the level to progress to the next stage. In each level, there are animals located around different parts of the map, where you can tame them by using candies and gain their powers. Every animal that you tame has their own unique ability which you use in order to get to different spots in the level or to obtain keys that are hard to reach that you couldn't normally do with just Nemo. Some of them can attack and others can just jump really high or swim really fast, and it's a real shame because Nemo himself can only stun enemies using the candy that he throws. He can't actually kill anything, so you're kind of vulnerable no matter what. The animals that you tame are pretty cool. You can get a frog that can jump really high and swim really fast in water, but is really slow on land and can't attack. There's a mole that can dig through the soil and find keys. There's a lizard that can run pretty fast and climb on walls and fit through narrow spaces. There's a gorilla that can throw punches at enemies doing damage, climb things, and has a lot of health. There's a hornet that can fly for a limited amount of time and shoot stingers out doing damage to enemies. There's a hermit crab that kind of resembles the mole as far as abilities go. It can dig through the sand and avoid enemies. And there's a flounder that can swim faster than the frog and maneuver a lot better in the water. And finally, there's a mouse that's like the lizard that can climb walls, but you also obtain a hammer which you can use to break blocks. In total, there are 8 levels to this game, but only 7 levels where you need to collect keys in order to progress to the next stage. Level 1 is the Mushroom Forest, Level 2 is the Flower Garden, Level 3 is the House of Toys, Level 4 is the Night Sea, Level 5 is Nemo's House, Level 6 is the Cloud Ruins, Level 7 is Topsy-Turvy, which everything is just upside down, and Level 8 is Nightmare World, where you're going to fight 3 bosses in a row. After you beat Level 7 Topsy-Turvy, you're going to get an attack called the Morning Star. That little thing that's been on Nemo's back the whole game is actually a cane which you use in order to charge up and shoot bolts of energy. You're going to use this on the boss battles. The first one is a penguin that shoots out bubbles that fall from the sky, and little penguins that you have to whack with the Morning Star, and then you just charge up the Morning Star and shoot it at an angle. It shoots at a 45-degree angle, which is, I mean, you don't use it anywhere else in the game other than these bosses, so I get why it only shoots in that direction. The next boss is a fire stingray, and you're just going to want to shoot him, and he'll zip around the map and just kind of gauge where he's going to stop, and then fire away with the Morning Star. And the final boss is the Nightmare King, and he's actually not that hard. Just watch out for his lasers that he shoots out of his fingers and just fire away with the Morning Star until he's dead. Yeah, that's it, man. You beat the game. And that's it for Little Nemo the Dream Master on the NES. Is it a good game? It doesn't hold up very well, and it's not as fun as I remember it as a kid. It's really hard, and for all the wrong reasons. You could beat it in about an hour if you get the hang of it quick like I did, but I would pass on it. I mean, like I said, if you're a fan of the movie, maybe give it a go. It's a Capcom game, but it's definitely not a classic. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, because I upload at least once a week, so there's always something to watch. If you want to check me out on social media, links will be down below in the description. And thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time in the Nerd Lair.